Hey everyone, welcome back to Sailing Jibsea. Wait, that doesn't look like Jibsea. What's going on? We're Steph and Travis, Canadians who didn't know much about sailing. We didn't let that or a global pandemic stop us from living our dreams, and we've been winging it ever since. We took off from Toronto and made it to Grenada in year 1, and we've got no plans on stopping. Subscribe to join our life on the water. Thanks to our patrons who keep the dream going.
Did a little motor sail over to Fort de France, and Travis was like, I think that boat might be dragging, because from a distance this boat was on the other side of the channel marker, and now as we've been trying to anchor our boat, we've noticed that it is certainly dragging. We're gonna get ourselves anchored.
We gotta get it before it hits that wall.
Then we're gonna go to try save this boat. Looks like somebody else got to it.
You guys want help? You guys want help? No, we seen it dragging. We're gonna try to pull the anchor. We go on and see if it starts. We'll try to pull it up.
C'est pas où sont les propriétaires.
Untie it? You can untie it. We'll go anchor it. You can untie it. As you can tell, it's pretty windy. The gusts have been pretty strong. They just kind of pipe up out of nowhere. It'll be like 8 knots in the bay, and then it's gone up to about like 22. Good thing there aren't that many boats here. There was no damage to it, and we are gonna go re-anchor it right now. Guys that are on the boat over there towing it, they didn't speak English, so it was really hard, but hand signals were enough.
You gotta just grab the control and then it would say down.
Okay. I don't know how much chain they had out before, but I think we let out pretty much all of their chain. Whatever they had didn't work, so.
Did you find him on Instagram?
Not yet.
Another 2 guys came there with a boat, and they just tied a rope to the bow, from their bow to bow, and then they were trying to, like, they're going to reverse the boat up here, and they're just going to drag the chain, which the chain would then cut off something. The chain would have been ripping around on the side of the hull because they would have been towing it this way.
And this way, like, the water's pretty murky here, so you can't even tell how deep it is just by looking. Like, when I looked down from the bow, I couldn't tell how close the bottom was. And at some point, it was like 15 feet, right? When we were coming in, like where we were anchored. So at some point, the anchor is going to hit the bottom.
Oh, we just grabbed, and then it would have just jerked the front of the bow, and he had it attached to his, this is where the shroud goes, the forestay. Brain fart. But he could have tied around the cleat, and then it would have been easy because there was too much tension. You couldn't even untie it. He tied a bowline. He should have just cleated it. Anyways,
his boat or the sailboat?
Both boats. He had a bowline on each.
Oh yeah.
So it made it hard to just quick release it.
Yeah, because when you were like, oh, tell him to just untie it. I'm looking at his end, and I was looking at my end, and I was like, okay, I can't untie this.
Yeah, there's too much tension.
It was like pulling. I was like, no, there's no way.
So I think that's just I guess if another cruiser tries to save your boat, they're going to know how the boat works. Like, I know how to turn the motor on. We know how the windlass works. Like,
it's nice that people are trying to help.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. At least no damage. The power boat wasn't like banging up on it, being so closely tied to the front with like the chain all over the place.
Yeah, all in all, it's a good save. I think I'd be happy if I was them. Otherwise, it would have been...
We re-owed the favor.
Yeah.
I think we should leave a note though, because if I were to come back to my boat and see that stuff was kind of moved around, or if the boat was just in a different spot, I'd want to know.
We have a bit of a feeling like,
yeah,
something don't feel right here. Someone was on my boat. Yeah, just so they know. For
yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so we'll go do that, and then we will head in.
Go find some croissants. I'm sweating here.
Yeah, it's really hot.
Martinique is a French Caribbean island, an overseas territory of France. The island's population is about 375,000, and the capital is Fort-de-France. Approximately 20% of Martinique's population resides in Fort-de-France.
This is crazy. It's like we transferred somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's like an actual mall. Like crazy. It was just like around the corner from where we were.
Like crazy.
Christmas decorations. There's so much going on. So busy, and it feels like we're in like a big city.
Yeah. It was like we're on the mainland somewhere.
Yeah.
Although it's much more urbanized here, there's still a big open air market for fresh produce, spices, and little souvenirs, very similar to what we've seen in the other Caribbean islands.
Crazy to be in a city like that in the Caribbean.
Yeah, it's really cool. Fish market's over there. Marché aux poissons.
Smells like fish. Bon appetit.
Twist. They even use a waffle cone in the McDonald's here. I don't know why Canada would get rid of the twist. It was the best.
Waffle cone and not that cardboard cone.
So good. It's melting fast. So that couple just got back to their boat.
Yeah, really nice couple. Well, we just met the husband, but they gave us a nice little bottle of wine. That was nice of them.
They read the note
Yeah.
that we stuck on the back of their transom.
Yeah, I seen them go to the boat and they're like reading it. She looks around, she waves at me. I like waving at her and I was like, you guys are good. And then he just motored on over. So
They just arrived from St. Lucia and they were in a really big rush because they have a little one on board. I don't know, it was like a baby or something. They're like, yeah, the baby was really thirsty, so we just quickly dumped our anchor. I didn't dive on it or nothing. And we just rushed to shore because the baby was fussing or whatever. So he was just like really thankful that we helped him out. They said that they always are usually pretty diligent with it. They'll go dive on it and check, but they knew that this time they didn't do that because they were in a rush. And obviously the one time that you don't is the one time that shit hits the fan. So hopefully they learn. Always check.
it only takes that one time.
We know that. While we're here in Martinique, we are going to address the elephant in the room. We listed our boat while we were in Martinique, and a lot of people saw it on Facebook, and it kind of came out of left field, so we had a lot of questions and comments saying like, no, don't quit the dream, don't stop making videos, like what's going on, why is your boat for sale? So we wanted to address it.
Yeah, I always stare at boats, like always. I just like looking at boats.
Anytime he gets internet,
Anytime,
he's looking at boats.
Looking at boats, just curious what's in the market, what kind of boats there are, because there's so many boats that you can look at, but there's a lot of little custom ones that you might not ever see or know the name of. So I just like looking at boats for sale.
Wants to know every boat that's on the market.
Yeah. And came across one boat that kind of caught my eye, and it was kind of at a price range that we could maybe entertain.
And it was close by. So.
And it was right there, and we went and seen it. So it was kind of like, all right, well.
Shoot our shot.
Just kind of post our boat and see what kind of action we get out of it.
Because we had done a lot of work to it over the first year, and especially during hurricane season in Grenada. And it wasn't a plan with the intent of selling it. That was just how we are, and we like to keep Jibsea up to snuff, like, at all times. So that was what we would have done normally. Like, there was no change to that. We would have done it anyway.
Yeah, that's how we want to keep the boat maintained.
Yeah.
But since we realized, like, our boat is pretty damn up to snuff, maybe we could get, what we'd want out of it. So that's why we just threw it up online and kind of seen what action we could get out of it to see if we could even entertain the other boat that we've seen.
Yeah, to see if it was a viable option for us. So yeah, that's where we're at. Our patrons knew what was going on before we even listed the boat, because I did keep them updated. So I kind of said, yeah, if you see a listing, like, don't be shocked. We're not quitting boat life.
No way.
But for the general public, it kind of came out of left field, I guess, when they saw the ads on Facebook or websites and what have you.
Just to fill you in. We're not getting out of this. We love it too much.
Yeah, there's no way. After a year only, like, the year just flew by. I'm like, where next? Where next?
Oh, there's too many other places in this world to see.
Yeah,
so
we absolutely love Jibsea, and I personally, I'm just like, no, like, we're not giving away our home. Like, this is our home. But it could go really either way, and we'd be just as happy.
Yeah, so we're just entertaining something right now. It might not go anywhere. It might be unfeasible, but
we'll see.
We're just playing with it.
Yeah, so we will keep you guys posted. But yeah, for now, there's no changes. It's just we're going to keep doing what we're doing and taking it day by day.
Yeah. Cool.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Next week, we head to our last stop here in Martinique. Please subscribe, share our channel, and give us a thumbs up. Your support keeps us motivated to continue sharing our journey. See you next week.